Hey, it's Grayson back with you. This is not the most wonderful video of the year, although I don't know if any of our videos would have actually made it to that criteria, especially those that are waiting for me to get edited and are not going to get uploaded to my channel just yet. Um, Wanted to make this video because I am I just started to, start to feel like the post Christmas sadness and all of that. And it's weird because I've never had it like this much or felt this bad Christmas being over. Um, I don't know what it's been. I think it's probably because I've been sick and not feeling so well and feeling so down that I haven't been able to do much. And there've also been a bunch of other things happening in my life at the same time. But I feel like I haven't been able to. This year, I don't know, Christmas might have been just a bit of a letdown, not because of what actually happened on Christmas. Like, on Christmas it was pretty nice. Went to church, had a good service. Food was really good. We had like a gift exchange this year, so it wasn't like as many gifts, but that was fine. And I got what I asked for on the list, and I also got what I asked for. I actually asked for a couple things, but the one thing that I asked for on the list that I got was a new pair of sweatpants, which I got, but I also got a new addition to the Peltier stuffed animal family. Meet Finn McKenty. Finn, you're supposed to talk like this. Straight to your face, straight to your face. For those of you who don't know the reference, Finn McKenty is another YouTuber with a channel called the Punk Rock MBA, and he actually has on his Facebook page, he had a little picture of himself with his, like, not a picture, but like a drawing of himself with his dog, and it was just so adorable that I told myself before Christmas if anybody in the family bought me another stuffed animal, I would name it Finn McKenty. So it happened. And this is Finn McKenty. But even though I love the company of little Finn over there, I just felt like I guess Christmas was abbreviated this year, and it's because I haven't been able to get out as much. Our car's been had a blown out engine, so I haven't been able to haven't been able to go around to different places and see things, really get out there. And when I do go out, I'm like half asleep because I've been sick, and apparently, a lot of this is due to a overzealous, crazy sinus infection that's out of control that I'm still taking antibiotics for. But yeah, Christmas just felt kind of punctuated for me. Like it wasn't like, or truncated really. It didn't feel like it was like long enough or like there was enough of a season. Like it was always like going all the way from Thanksgiving all the way through. When I was a kid, I used to see the tree getting lit and all this boat parade and tons and tons of festivities. It was just like Christmas for like a month. And that started to narrow down as I got older and older and older. And it got to the point where tonight at midnight, around after 12:30 midnight, when for some reason I just reawakened, then I just decided I have to turn the tree back on. I have to put Christmas music back on, which I hadn't really listened to much of. Like my musical preferences didn't change much over the holiday season because I'm like, okay, this is the last moments that I get to have Christmas with me. And it's a weird feeling, and there isn't really an answer to any of this. I'm a practicing Christian, and I'm aware of what happened with Jesus, and I'm aware of why we celebrate. My pastor's sermon was really good, and the day went well, but it just feels like it just wasn't enough for me, and then I just started to get sad. And then also kind of hit me as well, realizing that because of our family's financial problems, this may be the last Christmas in this house. I've lived here pretty much my entire childhood, so it's all those up until now as well. So it's like a few things hitting me at the same time, and I don't know how any of you start to feel during the holidays. If any of you start to get sad during the holidays, or if it comes to you more after, like me. But I'm gonna give you a little hint as to something I may discuss later. But there's one major principle that I've come to figure out in my life that I've failed woefully at implementing, and I figured out that this can be the origin of a lot of my frustration, is the principle that as soon as something becomes enough of a problem that it is a problem and it's causing some sort of disturbance in your life, or if it feels like it's going to get to that point or it's going that way, then you have to address it immediately. So I think earlier on I was kind of also feeling like really sick and like down and and like things were kind of out, things were like not like as happy as they were this time of year. 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, I should have been having this same line of thought with myself as to how this was all going to go, how I was going to go through the season, how I was going to relate, how I was going to have a good time in what may be the last Christmas of relative normalcy in this home. And I just didn't deal with that stuff, and I also probably let my medical condition go more than I should have, with feeling all fatigued and and feeling all sick, and I didn't think to go to the doctor for that stuff until like Friday. So there are lots of things I've passed up on in my life, lots of mistakes I've made, and lots of opportunities have just been lost because I decided to not take care of things that felt like they were going to be a problem, or that I kind of had an inclination they'd be a problem. And then the only time I got around to dealing with them was when it was too late. And that's why I'm in the place I'm in. So if that gives you a little preview for the new year, then that's what I want to do. Is I have to figure out a way, now that I have caused myself all this trouble, even to the point of ruining my own Christmas. How am I going to learn how to detect and see the signs of something that's not the way it should? And how am I going to correct all the things that I let get out of control? It's Grayson, and for the last time, for this year at least, Merry Christmas.